Good morning, and welcome to the 2025 Summit. How about those Maple Leafs? Yeah. All right, so today we gather not just as participants, but as architects of Canada's financial future. Each of you, whether representing financial institutions, fintech innovators, large financial services companies, regulators, or businesses, play a vital role in transforming how Canada's and Canadians pay, save, and thrive in our ever-evolving digital economy. The story of payments in Canada is remarkable. And like the Canadian economy, it's constantly evolving. In 2024 alone, Payments Canada systems cleared and settled $107 trillion. That's $424 billion every business day, keeping our nation's economic lifeblood flowing. This staggering figure represents more than transactions. It represents trust, security, and the foundation of our economic prosperity and productivity. We all recognize that we're at a pivotal moment. The latest data from our Canadian Payments Methods and Trends Research report reveals an undeniable shift toward digital transformation, with digital payments now accounting for 86% of all transactions in Canada. Modernization and innovation, Canadians demonstrate their desire for payment choice and payment safety. 57% of Canadians have indicated that they have no desire to go completely cashless. And the number one criteria that Canadians cite for choosing a payment instrument is safety. Canadians want convenience in how they pay, but not at the expense of security or privacy. So, as we race toward the future, we also value the resilience that comes from offering diverse and safe payment options. This year's summit centers around three foundational themes: collaboration, innovation, and transformation. These aren't just buzzwords, they're blueprints for building Canada's payment infrastructure of tomorrow. But the path forward demands unprecedented collaboration. No single entity, not Payments Canada, not financial institutions, not the government, not financial services organizations or fintech or paytech innovators, can modernize our payment ecosystem alone. We need what we've been calling for some time a Team Canada approach. I'm thrilled to share with you at this moment that collaborative spirit has already delivered great results. The real-time rail technical build is on track to be completed by Q3 of this calendar year as planned. Yeah. This milestone represents countless hours of cross-industry cooperation, of regulatory alignment, and a shared commitment to excellence in execution and collaboration. Of course, we know it's going to take a lot more than technology. The true measure of the real-time rail's success will be in the value propositions we collectively build on top of this foundation. With Canada's e-commerce and online payments market projected to reach $80 billion this year alone, and with over 80% of Canadians now owning smartphones, we're witnessing a fundamental shift in how Canadians engage in their financial lives. In 2024, we saw contactless payments surge as Canadians embraced the ease and speed of these transactions in their daily routines. An impressive 84% of Canadian merchants now accept contactless payments. That positions us well ahead of many other global jurisdictions. We've seen a rapid growth in online transfers, which experienced a 16% growth in year-over-year volume and a remarkable 23% in year-over-year value. And for the first time ever, online transfers have surpassed checks for businesses by volume. That's a watershed moment in Canadian payments evolution. Our modernization and innovation strategy isn't just about speed. It's about security and safety from day one. Canada aims to be among the first nations to launch a real-time payment system with centralized fraud services embedded in the rail from the inception. And that strategic approach is essential, and it acknowledges the concerning rise in payment scams and fraud that we continue to see impacting Canadians on a daily basis. Transformation runs deeper and broader than technology. I've told you this just moments ago. It's about creating lasting value for Canadians through trust, security, and confidence. And our data tells a compelling story. E-commerce transactions totaled $75 billion in 2024. And that represented about 6% of retail sales and 5% year-over-year growth, so very steady. For Canadian businesses, real-time payments mean improved cash flow management. They mean greater operational agility. And they mean easier access to new markets. For consumers, real-time payments mean confidence, security, and an unprecedented level of control over their financial lives. Again, let's recognize that Canada stands at a pivotal moment. As the global economic order undergoes rapid and complex change, we need to look at ourselves and take stock of who we are, where we're headed, and what it will take to thrive in our new reality and the new global economic order. Looking forward, the digital payments market in Canada is projected to grow at an annual rate of above 8% from 2025 to 2028. And we expect to reach a projected total of $340 billion annually by 2028. That trajectory places us firmly amongst the world's most dynamic payment ecosystems and economies. Our journey demands more than passive participation. We can't just wait for this to happen. Success requires our active engagement, your bold thinking, and our willingness to challenge conventions. The summit provides the platform, but you provide the perspectives and the action. And as you share your perspectives and make plans for action together, you will be shaping our collective future. We can all see that the future of payments in Canada is not predetermined. It's ours to create together. The choices we make today will determine whether Canada merely keeps pace or whether we set a new global standard for payment competitiveness for Canada. So, I challenge each of you to use these next days to forge new connections, to share your insights, and to imagine possibilities that would have seemed impossible just a couple of years ago. Our economic prosperity and productivity depend on you taking me up on this challenge. Thank you for your committed work thus far and your commitment to this vital work going forward. Now, let's build Canada's payments future, and let's build it together.